In this video, we are going to be checking out the Axial base camp, and can we do a super cheap free mod to move some weight from the rear to the front by relocating where the battery goes. Here we're looking at the stock truck, stock configuration, nothing changed on it. Without the body, without the battery, we're looking at 53% of the weight in the front, 47% in the rear. Now, if you're going to run this truck, you're probably going to run it on something like this Genzace 2200 3S battery, and you have your choice of locations to put it. So now, if I put it in the rear, we're starting at 1195 in the front and 1064 in the rear. If I put it in the rear, then I go up to 1198. We've added over 100 grams in the rear, and we've gained a little bit in the front because, of course, it takes some of that load. Now, just look at this, 1235 on the front. If all we do is move it to this side location, we've gained 50 grams of weight on the front, and we're starting to move that from the rear. That's where you want it on a crawler. You want that weight in the front. Now, if we can figure out how to get the battery to be relocated all the way up here in this location, then we're at 1356. All right, so think about how much weight you've moved from the rear of your truck to your front, and look, we're now at a 5644 weight distribution. This is what I don't understand with Axial, is they keep putting these rear battery trays here, and I don't understand for the life of me why anybody would want to put that here. And this is making this much change with a small 2200 milliamp battery like this one from Genzace. If you're running an even bigger battery, that weight transfer is going to be even more. And so what we're going to do is we're going to remove this because I'm never going to use it. So we're going to take that off of there, and we may even trim some of this reinforcement around here to get some more stuff gone. And we're going to figure out how to mount the battery tray either right here between the frame rails here, or see how we can actually mount it up here in the front, because I do not plan to run any kind of electronic winch on this truck. And even if I did, I might still be able to run it here. So we're going to look at what we can do to move the battery tray from back here to up here and get rid of it either from both of these locations to up here, or to move it right here in the middle. Just like that, look, all of this, screws, brackets, everything. Rear one's gone, side one's gone. Now this is part of the rear one. And what I'm noticing is if I slide it in just like this front screw will almost line up. It'll almost line up with that servo mount screw right there. So all I need to do is trim the edge of this just the slightest amount. I don't think it'll fit the other way. If I get rid of this groove right here, it might actually fit over here on this other side, which might be even more convenient. And then with that there, these screws over here almost line up. So if I take these screws out, maybe replace them with a longer one, and then you have a battery tray. Take the Velcro off and put it here, and you have a battery tray right here at the very front of your vehicle. It still clears the body here in the front. That might just work. Check that out. It works like a champ. That Genzace fits right in there. All I did was grind on this bracket a little bit to make sure it slides in. You could actually use a much longer battery. You can actually shift it back a little bit if you want, but that's going to be just about as perfect as you're going to get from a body mod and a battery mod on this truck right there. I mean, that is... Well, there you go. So I'm going to provide a link to this battery down below in the video description, just in case you are looking at it and want it. But that right there, I think, will do quite nice and help with the overall front weight balance and improve the performance of this truck. I hope this has been useful for you. There is a whole SCX 10.3 playlist here to your right. If you want to see any of the other things that we have done to this truck, feel free to come over, click those buttons now, and come on to the next video.